I can make a ruling to stop the match, but I don't think Dean would listen to me anyway. And really, to tell you the truth, I'm not looking forward to getting punched in the mouth by him, so I guess we're going to let this continue.
Well, Radford clearly favoring his midsection. Could be a rib injury. But he's in there, as I said, with Brohemoth, who is one of the baddest hombres in the business and has a tremendously bright future. And guess what? If you're Dean Radford, you want to compete, I don't think that Brohemoth should hesitate to focus on those ribs.
No, I wouldn't blame Bro one bit if that's what he did.
I'm sorry, it's Fight Society.
It
Radford
is.
wants to be
Exactly.
a hero and come out here. I don't want to see him get hurt, but he wants to fight. So if Brohemoth wants to take a shot at those ribs, I can't blame him.
No, not at all.
I mean, this is Fight Society.
You know, we're battling for position here. Everybody wants a shot at the Fight Society Championship held right now by Shirley Doe. And you're only going to get that shot in that ring, so.
And Bro hesitated. Bro was going to go for those ribs. He hesitated, and Radford's going to take advantage.
Yeah, I
hey,
gotta
Bro,
tell you,
if Radford gets a chance to knock you out, he's going to do it.
Yeah, Dean and I are friends, but I can't say I agree with what Brohemoth just did.
Well, you can't hesitate. The same way that Radford can't blame anybody for targeting those ribs,
No,
Brohemoth cannot hesitate in this situation.
And I'll tell you what, we're going to let Dean compete here tonight, but I can tell you right now, and I don't think Dean would ever do this, but he cannot use this injury as an excuse if he loses this match.
He forced his way out here, I'm sure against doctor's orders. And if that's what he wants to do, that's his decision to live with. And I'm telling you, Brohemoth is going to be too sympathetic to Dean Radford.
Well, that's going to be a major mistake right now.
Well, look out.
Well, maybe he won't be.
Well, at the end of the day, Paul, here's what it comes down to. If Dean Radford can make a bigger payday at the expense of Brohemoth, he's going to do it.
Exactly.
So Brohemoth cannot be sympathetic,
No,
cannot hesitate.
It looks like sympathy's out the window right now, that's for sure.
I mean, listen, Brohemoth, he likes to come out here and enjoys the support of the crowd. He's a nice guy, quite frankly, outside of the ring ropes. But when that bell rings, it's business time here.
Hey, and let's face it, he hasn't had exactly an easy few months here at the Battlegrounds and Fight Society recently either.
No, he hasn't.
You know, to sit back and have sympathy for a guy when, you know, everybody's on your tail the whole time. Hey, come on, dude. We're here to fight.
Well, listen, Radford wanted this matchup. Radford's not going to pass up a chance to compete. There's a reason Radford's been a competitor for almost 2 decades.
And these guys are right beside each other, neck and neck in the standings. The winner of this match will elevate themselves in those rankings.
Well, this could be a make-or-break matchup, Paul.
Hey, the winner here can elevate themselves into the top 5. I mean, Radford's there already. Brohemoth is just outside the top 5. The winner of this match could come up in that number 1 or 2 position, no doubt.
And let's not forget, Paul, despite Troy Ward's roadblocking Dean Radford, Radford's entire intention for entering himself in the Beast Brawl this past May was to become Fight Society Heavyweight Champion.
Exactly. That is
Radford was not there for a cakewalk. Radford was not there for a one-off. He wanted the championship.
No. Dean stepped down as part of management here at Fight Society for one reason and one reason only, and that was to win that Fight Society championship in honor of his cousin, Ron the Beast Williams.
And how many athletes can throw Dean Radford around like that? The answer, not many.
But that just gives you an idea of the power behind Big Brohemoth.
And what's amazing about all that is, as I said, he's trimmed down considerably to add more speed and agility to his game, but he is still a monster.
Yeah, he has not lost any strength whatsoever in that process.
Radford going to try to fight with one arm here as he clutches his ribs.
I said it, I'll say it again. This is sound strategy by Brohemoth.
And Radford, he's not going to let himself.
5 minutes gone, 5 minutes.
I'm just going to say it. Radford's not going to give up. but he may pass out from the pain.
That's the only way this is going to end.
One of the reasons that Radford is as successful as he is because he has the ego to believe in himself, and his ego will not allow him to submit here.
Well, hey, he should have that ego. Look how accomplished this man has been. Look at all the titles he's won, not only here, but across the country. This man has every right to have an ego.
No, I agree with you, Paul. I'm just saying that ego will not allow him to submit.
And I agree with you.
He may pass out from the pain, but he's not going to submit. Big collision center ring.
You can almost feel the ring shake up here.
Oh, we could see it shake. And as we said, this is a pivotal matchup in the rankings. Dean Radford wants that championship. Brohemoth has been so close to that championship for nearly a year.
Despite all the outside interferences in both men's lives, they still managed to stay in the top 10.
Radford is throwing his weight around as best he can.
Yeah, thunderous blows by Dean Radford.
Radford is gutting his way through. And that's one thing you can't take away from Radford. He wants to be in this industry. He wants to compete, and he wants the success. You never have to question the desire of one Dean Radford.
How much of these impacts are taking it out of Dean as well? Bro's got him up.
He elevates Radford, and Radford is fighting with everything he's got. He knew he was in a bad spot.
Now Dean's got Bro up.
Is he gonna? No, he can't do it.
No.
Paul, he just didn't have the core strength. He may have bruised ribs. And now Bro has him up for the Magnum driver. And Radford went crashing down directly on those injured ribs, and forget about it.
Minute time, 7 minutes, 24 seconds. Your winner, the Brohemoth.
Radford wasn't going to lay down, so Brohemoth had no choice but to put him down.
Yeah, but how much more damage has Dean done to his body, and especially those ribs right now?
Unfortunately, Paul, I got to call it as I see it. I don't feel bad for Radford. He knew what he was getting into.
Exactly. Now the doctor has made his way into the ring to check over Dean.
And Brohemoth is upset, but